Get Haunted, where you are the investigator. Get Haunted. Paranormal Investigations isn't a show. It's your experience. Join this premier paranormal event company for real investigations at some of the nation's most haunted locations. This isn't a tour. This is hands-on. You'll use real equipment, explore active sites, and dive into the unknown. No scripts, no actors, just you, the gear, and whatever's waiting in the dark. Perfect for both first-timers and seasoned ghost hunters. Each event is guided by experienced investigators. But the discoveries, they're yours to make. 2025 is already jam-packed with incredible locations across the nation. Space fills up fast, so make sure to book your tickets now. Dare to get haunted? Find your next investigation at gethaunted.com.
Well, it is midweek, it is midday, and it's Wednesday Live with Rob and Sarah. Hey, Rob.
Hi, Sarah.
How are you today?
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're okay.
I'm tired. I've been on the road, the last 2 weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit catches up to you. Mm-hmm. Oh, I just got in trouble. Leo is overdue for shots. I gotta bring his little ass in.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's that time of year. You have been busy. We have been busy. Get Haunted has been sort of, I don't know, traversing new territory a little bit.
We're traversing. What'd you say? What was the word you used?
What did I say? I don't even know. I thought I said what you just said.
Oh, is that what you said? Okay. Yeah, traversing. Yeah, we are navigating some uncharted waters. We are exploring polar caps. We are venturing into
undersea UFOs, right? Under ocean UFO activity. We're all over
the place. But yeah, so we had this past weekend we had New Egypt Historical Society. We had Jason McRae come down from
Elements of the Unknown.
Elements of the Unknown. He's an author. He wrote this book right here. This book. See this book? You should get it and read it. And he came down from Canada, which I fondly call America's hat.
Yeah.
And he brought some Canadian snacks, which I've been snacking on, and stayed here for a couple days. We did some local touristy stuff, and then we went down to New Egypt, investigated hot night there as well, especially up in the attic. And then the weekend prior, we had Missouri, right? I was in
MSP.
Yeah, you're locking up a little bit here and there. And then in between, trying to regain my footing and my energy and my sanity and keep up with all of the fun requests that we get every single day. So that's where we're at. And we also had Chris Smith's video drop. We'll talk about that in a little while. There's a lot happening.
Yeah, I think you and I have talked a little bit about having a moment with the community and the space that we built, and sort of discuss what Get Haunted actually is, what we are, who we are, and what we do.
Yes,
we have talked that it is probably time to reconnect and we've re-examined a lot of things. What is that?
Oh, just crypto's doing me nice today. Sorry, everyone. I get weird notifications. There's times where I have to be distracted, and when I get a notification on my crypto investments, especially one like that. I have to go look. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. That's
I
okay.
didn't mean to interrupt.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's time to sort of reset, and we do have a lot of new people who may not necessarily understand, who we are, where we come from, or why we even do.
Mhm.
Yeah, Stacy, I it's doing what's supposed to be doing right now.
Mhm.
And if it weren't for Stacy, I wouldn't be distracted by XRP and the crypto market. So
Mhm.
anyway, um, yeah, it's time. It's time. It's
Yeah.
not a bad thing if anybody's watching it, but
Oh, no, no, no. I think this is the talk that has been and should have been always in the forefront. Sorry, my eye is, of course, driving me crazy today. This truly is the conversation that we should have had, and I think a moment where I know we sort of, at least me, I've taken a lot of time to think about a lot of things, and to apologize to those not not to any one single person that has ever come at or anything like that. No, no hater gets an apology, but to apologize to the space and the people that we work so hard for, and that we allowed ourselves to get sucked into something that, when you break down the reality of social media fights and social media justice, just how ridiculous, childish, and distracting they are, and how much damage they cause to mental health, to physical health, and to realize that we gave into something that in the real world we never would. So that's a conversation we're going to have with each. It's not, there is no rehashing of any. There's nothing to rehash. There's no rehashing of anything. There is no talk about the things that have happened. It's really a moment to understand why I came aboard,
mm,
and why we continued to build what we build. And for the rest of those people that want to participate in what they participate in, that doesn't fit me anymore. And it never did. So I'm excited to have that conversation with everybody to get
I'm not, because I'm going to have to behave. But
you do need to behave, because it's kind of weird. Like, social media can turn you into, like, people pretend who they are on social media all day long, right? But it can also turn you into somebody you're not even purposefully. Okay, my eye is driving me crazy. So we'll have that little discussion, but it's a
oh,
good
your eye
one.
is killing me. Do you need to go rinse it?
I know I'm about to. You know what? I'm gonna
Oh
wait.
no, you can leave me alone.
No, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay.
You should go rinse it.
Well, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
If I do, I will.
It's
But
making my eye itch.
I'm sorry. So before we get any deeper, though, into what we want to talk about today, I think we should say hello to everybody that we love and adore. So my StreamYard is being really sassy and slow for some reason.
You might be hacked.
I might be hacked. Well, we know I'm hacked in some
Or
form.
it's your shitty internet.
Yeah,
Do you
it could
need
be
me to
that.
do this? Do you need me to do it?
No, let's see if I can do this. But first and foremost, we have Professor T, Stacy Talent, right here in the house. Hello, Stacy. We hope you're doing super great. Danny wasn't going to be able to stay on for very long, but she did want to pop on and say hello. So if she is still here, hello to you, beautiful Danny Marie. We have Sandy, also Get Haunted social media, and the show Get Social with Danny and Sandy. You can see them every other Sunday, and they've got a show coming up with those participating in the Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo. So, oh boy, hot flash coming on, folks.
Uh-oh.
Yo,
Yo, guys, I need hazard pay.
Wow, so I usually don't get them during the day.
You're not a day walker.
I'm not a day walker. Holy hell. Anyway, so sorry. So here is Big Daddy Andy. We've got
Maybe you should macrame. It'll make you feel better.
It's like menopause is because my macrame is right here. They're like, hey, did you guys watch Menopause and Macrame? It's going to be a fun new series.
Put your fan back on. I can't. This is hard to watch.
It is.
I feel bad for you.
You should, because it comes from inside. It's like there is a weird burning coal in the core of your being, and it just radiates outwards. And you can't. It's not good. It's not good. So there's Miss Leanne. Hi, beautiful Leanne. The Black Wolf Paranormal Bell Witch Cave also works hard alongside the PAX. Leanne Todescu. There she is. Icy Spirits. I hope your new doll. She received a doll last weekend at the New Egypt Historical Museum.
She did. She's already had what she thinks are some experiences with the doll that I dubbed. Actually, someone else dubbed Little Danny, and we called it Little Danny the whole trip to Missouri because I had to go back, and when I pause it, because they have, similar hair and everything, it was just funny, right? It's funny, I think. Danny said it was funny, so I'm gonna run with it's funny.
If Danny's okay with it.
And Dom kind of hung out with that doll for the whole trip. Bro, turn your fan on.
It's okay. It's coming
hard to watch for everybody. We feel bad for you.
Did Dom have any? Did he have any weird feelings and/or experiences with it all?
Have to ask him. The whole trip was weird, so who knows, right?
Okay.
Who knows?
Well, I look forward. I hope you share your adventure with this new doll. I'm not sure if you've continued to call her Little Danny or if you've got a new name for her, but I would love to know what's going on. It is interesting. You said you had put her in this office chair, and you did very honest. You were upfront. You said, the chair does swivel, but you were like, she wasn't facing me, and then she was facing me. And we've all had those experiences with items where you're like, wait a minute. I swear I had this not looking at me. So we had that when we were talking to the beautiful Sophie of the convent. And you think you might have had it just the other day, Rob, when we were having our live with Chris Smith. You were like, all these dolls now seem to be looking at me.
They all were looking at me.
Yeah.
And I'm serious. Like, I don't even make that. I can't make that shit up. And I don't even know if their heads turn or not. But I'm also not going to crack because those are they're all encased, right?
Yeah.
Almost of them. But the ones that are encased are all looking like literally looking right at me. I'll see a picture after. Yeah,
they're like, we're watching you, mister. So I'm excited to watch that. I see. There he is, all the way from Scotland. Damien Smith. Good morning to you, Damien. We hope you are doing so well. The beautiful Carrie Combs with my favorite emoji ever. It might be the pink waving hand. It is truly one of my favorites. There she is. We have, let's see, hold on. I got to catch up, folks. There's Kaylee. Hello, Kaylee, to you. I hope you're doing good. I don't know if you're at work today, but if you are, there we go. Well, there's a name we haven't seen in a while. Chris Mack is here. Teresa. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? And I saw, and I'm going to mention it only because she does have it on her post, but I saw the beautiful Sabrina is recovering. I believe she has bad knees, Rob. And, you were actually sort of in a position where somebody wanted to give you some shots in your back and you were like, I don't think I want that. She's, I believe, recovering from some knee issues, and it's got to get worse before it gets better. And the picture just breaks my heart. So please send her our love and healing. I hope she's feeling better. Both your knees, like, I'm struggling with one knee and I don't even know I think it's menopause, to be honest with you, but it's like, I can't imagine having both knees down. What do you even do? Your knees are important. Like, your thumbs are important. Your knees are so important. You really are. Have you ever cut your thumb?
And the big toe. The big toe actually keeps you balanced. So don't lose your big toe.
Don't lose your big toe. There she is. Shay, how are you doing? Shay helped me out. I want to say thank you to everybody that helped and encouraged me. I did a private live last night. Ew. They are like straight. That one, the one with the clown directly over it.
Yeah, the white dress.
That one's like straight upturned towards you.
Yeah, it's kind of, and then because I've been like tearing them all out of there, you can see some of the other ones off to the left. But I really, honest to God, do not remember them all looking at me like that. So
yeah. Wow. That's insane. Yeah, if you watched my menopause and macrame, I just want to show you guys I was successful. I not only got the square knot that Rob had to watch the video and explain to me in very simple terms. And once I got going, and Brittany, Erin Schaefer actually helped me. She's like, hey, you know what? Your rope is going to make a difference. And guess what? It made a huge difference. And then she gave me a tip, and look at, I'm already mastering the spiral. Look at that. So when friends and community come together and offer encouragement and kind words.
Maybe we can form a Get Haunted bingo club.
Perhaps. Listen, sometimes to do the simpler things in life, it's a beautiful addition.
It is.
Yeah, I'm just saying. There she is, our friend Christine Marie, joining in on the fun. How are you? We had a funny conversation. I hope your Betty Spirit white Jeep is doing just fantastic. We were talking about naming our cars last night. Stephen Kometz, Digging Deeper Paranormal. How are you doing, sir? Let's see. I do have a fan, Icy, and actually right before, Rob's like, what's that noise? And it is like an industrial fan. Because
I thought it was coming from this end. I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah, yeah, they're really bad, right? They're so. Oh, Carrie, go if you're. You know what? You need to follow the Black Wolf Paranormal group. Follow them, and when they have their next bell, which I believe they're doing one in September. Leanne, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're doing one in September with the PAX. So let me tell you something. You get together with Todd, Leanne, and Denise and Ernie. You're going to have a fantastic exploration and experience, and you're going to love them. They're some of the sweetest people on the planet. So yeah. See, they're like hot flashes. Everyone, they suck. They suck. Hey, Brandy, how are you doing? We got Diane here. I hope you are doing well and feeling good. I see she's going to do EVP. Oh, and Ouija board. Ooh, sounds fun. Sounds fun. There's Miss Candy Slater from the Ashes Paranormal Get Haunted and the event organizer for the Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo. Good. I'm glad she's doing a little bit better today, Teresa. That just looked, it just broke my heart. Right. I should have some whiskey. Like, here's the honest to God truth is this. I cannot take any form of hormone. I've had a stroke and a TIA because of them. So I can't even do like hormone replacement. So I got to go all natural on this. I just got to fight it. And it's just not fun. See, thank you, Carrie. Carrie played bingo. We should do some haunted bingo.
Yeah, I actually like bingo. There's a bingo.
Of course you do.
There's a bingo hall down the road, and I want to go, but those ladies scare me.
Oh, they take that very serious, and they have all the blotters, and they'll do like what 20 of the cards, and they're blotting away.
They do one. So yeah, I try to stay out of their way. Yeah, shuffleboard's fun.
Yeah, check them out. Seriously, Carrie, you're gonna love them. You are gonna love them. No, it is not safe, Damien. And I already know it's not. So I can't. There's just nothing I can do. And then you can't even take a supplement, because if you take a supplement that sort of mimics a hormone, it can screw you up too. So I'm screwed. I'm just screwed as far as this is concerned. Everybody is. Everybody's gonna suffer along with me. There's the most beautiful Rachel Bradley. Hello to you. Hello to you. Thank you for popping on. Aaron Palmer. What the heck? Yeah. No kidding, right? Right. But it could be fun. It could be like a little different twist.
Yeah, it's very different twist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So One
All
day,
right.
one day we'll hit up the bingo halls.
So if I missed you, I apologize, but I think we got you all. And if you didn't make yourself known, hello to you. Thank you for being here with us. It is Wednesday. It is midweek, midday. We've got things to talk about today.
We do.
What are we talking about?
I don't know where you want to start.
You tell me.
I'm just reading Kevin's. I'm reading Damien's comment there. Let's see. Where do you want to start? You want to start with some business, a little business stuff?
Damien.
That's not nice, Damien.
Damien. I'm not putting that up. You're on your own.
You can't. We'll get beat up for that.
You are on your own. So yeah, let's go ahead and take care of some business.
Yeah, hold on. First, let me find what the hell I was going to say. La.
I can't, Aaron. I have a genetic defect called MTHFR that does not allow me to take any hormones in any way.
She's a mess, basically. So one thing, all right, you want to talk about this instead of
this is awesome.
afflictions?
They're not my affliction. You know what? It's about time. It's about time they hear my afflictions.
I mean, God. So, you know, for the past few years, we've been, you know, busy in business, trying to keep the business afloat and whatnot. Yeah. And we've had a lot of people support us over the years. A lot of people out there kind of, you know, helping, you know, behind the scenes and whatnot. So finally, we're at a point where we can kind of offer something back, right? And this is one way. So just yesterday, I installed and configured, and it still needs a little bit of tweaking, but we're getting there. An affiliate program.
Okay.
Now, so what's an affiliate program? Basically, it's a multi-level marketing plan. It's not a pyramid scheme. Someone will run out there with that, but it's a plan where if you go out and you sign up to be an affiliate, right, you can. Now, there's going to be some rules, but you can earn commissions on all of your sales, right? So this affiliate program is really good. It's not free. I pay for it every year now. But what it does is it allows you to sign up. And once you're signed up and approved, then you can go ahead and log into your dashboard. Everybody has a dashboard. And basically what happens is you get, right now, it's just for merch, right? It's not for events.
Okay.
So when you go into your dashboard, any of the eligible products, which right now is all of them, or even just to the landing page of the merch, it generates your own code for you. Basically, it's a code with a little piece of data at the end of it that allows the software to track your leads, and when someone makes a purchase, you get a commission. Right now I have it set up, I believe it's about 10%. This is not this is for entertainment purposes only. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's our way of giving back. At the end, it generates W-9s for you, the whole 9 yards. So if you are good at marketing, if you are good at advertising, if you have a lot of friends that just want cool shirts, you can sign up for this and start earning money by selling our shirts. There's also, I set up the first bonus, right? There's a bonus feature inside of this where, I can tell the software at 15 sales, for example, once Aaron Palmer has 15 sales, which he can track and see, and all his payouts and all that fun stuff, then he's going to get a $40 bonus commission on top of that. And it can be anything I can do to store credit, the whole 9 yards. So there's a lot of cool features and functionality to it. Basically, for those that are interested in it, we can't approve everybody right away because well, for a lot of reasons, but you go in here, you fill in your info, and then I'll get an email or a notification through the system that somebody had signed up, and boom, you get approved. You got to tell it how you're going to promote us, right? It's going to ask for your website. That's by default. You can just put any website in if you want. But it's our way of giving back to everybody, you know, and it's a way to make a few extra bucks. Yeah. So now with that, there will be some rules, right? You're not going to be able to promote on our pages, right? Because that kind of defeats the purpose. We're already doing that. You need to go out there and find new eyes and new audiences, and in some ways, it's going to cause some of you, the people that do become affiliates, to get, you know, into a little bit of friendly competition with each other. It's going to be cool. We'll expand it later into certain events at least, but we are being careful and cautious. Yeah, so overseas, it's gonna be a problem right now, Damien. It's U.S. only. You know, there's a lot that goes into this. So this is now configured and set up. The styling, because we have a dark theme on our pages. The styling over on the affiliate dashboard is a little off, so it's hard to read. So we're getting that fixed up. I have a support ticket open. But yeah, it's one of the ways. Yeah, Aaron, you can go prime all day long. But it is one of the ways that we're going to try to give back to you guys a little bit more. Yeah, I don't care how you sell them. You can open your own Etsy shop, however you want to do it. But basically that is that. Hold on, this could be them. Just give me 1 second. Keep talking.
Oh, so I don't know who them was supposed to be, but I think this is one of those amazing opportunities where we have loved and appreciated every single thing you guys have done to keep Get Haunted going and keep encouraging. And that is one of the things that we talked about when we decided it was time for a let's get to know Get Haunted again conversation. Was, you know, it's always been about reaching out to the curious and the new, and having that space for people to not feel intimidated to come out and you know, explore the paranormal, explore the unknown, the afterlife. So this little piece that he can give back to with the affiliate program, we're super excited about. So, you good?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
Oh, okay. Good. There's
Damien's
Ryan.
like, I can read lips. Yeah.
Check out
CNR tonight. So yeah, I'm sorry I missed what you even said. So, but I'm sure it was perfect.
Yeah, kid shirts.
I just did some for not Get Haunted, but for a different customer. Yeah, kid shirts are easy. Tonight you're gonna see the world debut of Get Haunted sweatpants.
Oh God. And sweatpants. I have a couple designs that I did for kids that I think we should put back into the mix. They're cuter. They're not dark and scary, but I would like to put those back into the mix.
You got it, boss.
So yeah.
You got it.
They're like little bite-sized hauntings.
Yeah, we can do all of that. So that was actually what that call was about, being able to do larger sizes. So anyway, yeah, there's a lot going on, but the affiliate program's now finally implemented and it seems to be working. I'm working on those, Stacy. I did something similar to Speedos not long ago, but last year or the year before, I don't remember. What else, Sarah? I had all this shit in my head, and now the show's on.
You didn't really, little demon babies. You didn't really give me. I know we talked about the affiliate But we really, we do have coming up.
Oh.
What?
Oh, go ahead. Keep going.
Well, no, we're like, you can tell, like this.
You're off. I'm not.
Okay, that I can accept and admit that.
Okay.
This is the part that we're going to talk about on menopause and macrame, the mental fog and the brain fog and the distractions. It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of freaking me out a little bit, to be honest with you.
Sorry.
I do want to talk about this, though. Where are we? I do want to talk about this. Present, share screen, and we're going to do share. So, you want to go to this topic, Sarah?
Oh, sure. Hold
While we're
on.
here?
Carrie, where is this new series located?
New series.
Carrie, if you just clarify, just so
She's talking about macrame and menopause.
Oh, are you
however
talking
do it.
about? So, Carrie, are we friends? Are we friends on Facebook? Because I was just doing it on my private page.
Oh, no, we're turning it into something.
Yeah, like I literally bought like these reams of rope, and I'm all excited. And it has made me want to punch people. It has made me want to impale dowels into walls.
Wow.
So it's really about, look at that, the cabin on 360. This has really been about menopause. So we're going to have talks. We're going to have little chitty chats about the things that people don't want to discuss. And if you are friends with me, you saw one of my last posts last night was, we're going to normalize social media videos that aren't perfect. They're just real. So yeah,
that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So Chris's video dropped. What day did that drop?
Saturday. You were at New Egypt. You were late going to New Egypt.
That's right. It's why I was late to the event, because the video dropped Saturday at 3 p.m. and I really, really needed to leave around 3:45 to get there with enough time to not be a total disaster.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't happen because we were just enthralled. And watching this video was fun.
Yeah, you look like you're sleeping back there.
I know. Well, I mean, look, I'm sure, and I've heard a lot from a lot of people.
Oh, stop. I'm sure you're perfect. Okay, I look like Popeye right there.
You look like Popeye there. It's really good. So first of all, thank you to everybody that went and watched it. If you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it. It's amazingly well done. It's not a surprise, at least for me, from Chris. We know exactly how talented Chris and Boston and the crew are, right? So but yeah, there have been a lot of comments and there have been questions, and you got to remember, you just saw probably I think this is going to be 2 parts, right? So there's another, I guess, hour coming. We don't know. But you also have to remember that Chris took days worth of interviews and firsthand experiences and all kinds of things and evidence and packed it into an hour, right? So the one thing I think that I think some people have been left with the impression that hey, Court, that maybe we're a little uncaring or callous towards the situation with Danny. That wasn't it at all. There's parts of it that you aren't shown in the video where we had no idea that they were all going to run into each other. The dolls would be set up downstairs. So I've taken a couple of phone calls where might actually look different than what it was intended to be from my side.
Yeah, and Again, I think this is the piece of social media that I think gets left out, right? So Chris is a content creator, and a really, really good one. And this was really about having an experience, seeing if he could have an experience. And so he knew what was everything that was playing out with Danny and Rob wasn't being shared until Danny shared a very private moment on her I believe it's her paranormal page she did, I think.
Yeah.
And she's sharing something that what she shared was not to persuade you or to force anything. She was just trying to share something so she could sort of like wrap her head around what had happened to her. But I think he did such a good job that, to me, his video, this documentary, this should open the door to so many conversations, in my opinion. And I think that what we see is, you go from Danny's piece that was very vulnerable and very personal, and it belongs to her. It wasn't up for debate. To then all of a sudden seeing us, and it sort of looks like we're having this grand old time with these dolls. But I think for me, what I realized is, for people who don't know us and don't follow our calendar of events, you might not have realized that we were at an event with paying customers, that the doll piece was sort of added on to.
Yeah.
It wasn't, that whole thing wasn't because of the dolls. So it kind of, there's this little mashup of an event, and we have our job to do, at an event. And so I think that's where, there's a piece in the video, if you watch it, I'm holding the main doll, and I'm showing her to people. And I admit, I look like a crazed woman, like, look at what I've got. But we can't fault people who are very curious and interested to understand somebody's experience, right? The setting wasn't set to go deep into Danny's personal experience, right? The setting was set for a public event at a location, and the dolls just happened to be being dropped off at that location. So Danny's personal reaction and then those of the event don't match up. And I think that somebody who isn't willing to understand that they only know what they know and they don't know what they don't know will walk away and say, oh, well, they're being jackasses, or look how they're treating these dolls a certain way. And the reality is nobody knows all of the story.
Yeah.
And Chris was giving you his piece of the story.
So yeah, it was, it took a couple calls now. And also people need to understand that there's I do respect them. I do. I just don't give them the power that some people do. I can't. I refuse to do it. And I learned my lesson the hard way for giving too much power over to a location or something at a location, and it won't happen again. And I've been fine since. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up because I'm not taking any more calls about it. Nobody ever meant to make Danny's day worse. No, that was still not the case. So and nobody ever meant to take away or step on her story at all. That wasn't it. It just was a series of events that played out the way it played out.
Yes, because her story goes so much deeper, and that's for Danny, not for us to share. But that's one of those moments where, but to me, it just opens up so many conversations, and to understand, like, our interest. There's so many topics you can pull from Chris's such well done documentary. In my opinion, you could dive into why we have such an interest in haunted objects, haunted dolls specifically. We could pull where stories and how stories are perpetuated. We could talk about deeply how deeply these experiences can affect us personally. There's so many things. To me, he did such an amazing job. But I think for those that just want to see something scary, you're going to be happy. But I think this I don't know that he meant for this to happen. I feel like he might have, but there's this piece of me that thinks this is for somebody that has a better capability of wanting bigger conversations and being able to say, okay, wait a minute, hold on. Let's ask some questions here. This is not just for people to gobble up and then run to the next video. This is truly something that sits with you. And I'm excited for part 2. And now there might be part 3. We don't know.
I don't know either. Look, we've got enough of these friggin' things to do 7-part series. Which we can, this one wants to, she's got her eyes to the side. She's side eye.
Yeah, I kind of wouldn't mind this doll. What do you pick up on this doll?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's let them pick up on it.
Yeah, like this one actually intrigues me.
I'm curious if what was that easy, Damien. If you're talking about my commentary, then I'd love to. We should have you on and talk about all that.
Yeah.
Do you like this one? You have similar hair. And you do a lot of side eye.
Yeah. Like, does this one look like me? Curiosity. Yeah, Jay. You gotta change that, Jay, because I can't call you James. You are Jay. You are forever Jay.
He screws me up with that because I always call him James.
What? You did?
Damien, I'll say which Meg tooth you want? You want the big one? This is
okay. This is not Meg tooth time. This is paranormal
Meg. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So the J. That's right. You're the J. But yeah, let's talk about this doll. What feels like a Hannah doll? That's what Damien's saying. Like, dolls. When you really dig in, and I know Stace would have things to say about this, but when you really look at what dolls were created for, and there is not one just story to dolls, folks. Different cultures, different beliefs, but there's so much energy that we put into these dolls in general, and then they get passed on, and stories are attached to them, real, not real. And then they go to either a thrift or a antique shop or Etsy or eBay, and what does follow these things? She's intriguing little stinker. I don't know. Is anybody we were just actually talking about giving away another doll. I know, isn't it my little EMF detector cute?
Yeah. This was a gift that I got Sarah like a year ago, and she's never even touched it.
I did. I used it once.
All right. Well,
I did. Because we talk about this all the time, because when we go out to investigate, a lot of times I walk off without any equipment. I walk off without a flashlight anymore. Like you
need one.
I do. I proved that at Rock Island.
You did. You did. Should we give away a doll? Should we?
I think we should give another doll away. And
do you want to give away a big doll or a medium doll?
Oh, well, I mean, is there somebody that is looking to understand and to go deeper with items that have been, because all we know is these have been obtained, whether purchased and or given to somebody else, with the stories that there's something attached. We can't confirm or deny that. Yeah. Well, we won't do that. We don't know. Jay's like, yes. But you have to ask yourself, like, would you be willing, if we were to hand over one of these dolls, would you be willing to keep a little Get Haunted journal for us? And understand, if we gave you some situations, right? And some ideas, would you keep a journal for us? And to understand, like, what do these items hold? Is it just our attention? Is it our own imagination? Or does it truly hold something otherworldly? I'd be curious, like who would want? Oh, of course you're going to give away a freaky little one. Although that's probably the one people would love. Do you know anything about that?
I know nothing about any of them.
Oh, yes, Jay. You know what, Jay? I think it would be kind of cool. He could do something on Jay's got something big coming. He's working towards something big. Could be a cool addition.
All right. So what I missed, what are we talking? What are we doing here?
We were talking about giving away a doll.
Okay. What's all this empty shit in a box? I don't understand.
Oh, I think Damien's just like, put three, why don't you put 3 dolls, not show them.
Oh.
And then, then they pick a box and then they don't really know what doll they're getting. But should there be, like, how are we doing this? Are we just randomly picking somebody right now? Like,
I don't know. Why don't you figure that maybe we just do a special show one night this week. Unless you guys want to do it now. I don't know, Sarah.
I think we should give them. I think we should give it away today, right now.
Which one are we giving away?
Well, let's.
Oh, should we give away the one?
Why don't pick one more doll? So you've got a clown, you've got the little side eyer. Pick one more.
I thought you liked the side eye guy.
Well,
side eye doll.
Hold on. Icy's saying, you talking about a journal is because I plan on starting one for my doll. There you go. That's what I'm saying. I think this is the piece that a lot of times we don't, and you should do them. It's sort of like what people suggest that you do for dreams. You need to do it ASAP. Don't hold off. Don't like go, oh yeah, last week this happened. You should make it while it's fresh in your mind. What happened? What was last night? Did I have dreams? Did I have a bad day? How was my day? There's so much that that we could really learn. And this is not about creating a haunting. This is about understanding what do we allow in? What do we connect with? And it could be that your journal is a big, I got nothing. I have a feeling that's how my journal would go. But you don't really know. I love Icy that you're going to do that. I totally do. Candy, let's see. You should put one in front of a static camera and people could watch it until, oh my God, I love that idea.
What?
We should choose a doll and send it to Candy and they could put it in, they have static cameras.
Yeah.
And then we can watch okay, Candy, I love, love, love this idea. Oh my God. And look at that cute little box. Will the dolls fit in there? Yeah, we're going to make that work too, Candy. I love that idea. And then maybe we give that doll away at the Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo. Yeah,
Deal.
I love this. I love this. I love this.
All right.
Pick one more. Pick one more doll.
So you're saying 2 dolls?
3 altogether. You showed
I have 3 allegedly haunted dolls right here.
Okay.
I have one box. So what I'll do is put it in, hold it up. This will be box A. You know what I'm saying, right?
Okay. I know what you're saying.
Does that make sense?
Great boxes. I love these. So, okay, first of all, there's only 11 people here today, but you're lucky 11. Who wants to be in for choosing a box? Who's in? Icy's got hers. So maybe we can link you up with Icy too, where you guys can sort of talk about, your experiences. I think that would be great as well. This is about being community and having conversations. These are the things we like to do. These are the things that Carrie sees in. I say we put Carrie in on this. Carrie's in.
You'll understand this is our plan for world domination.
Yeah. Big Daddy's in. Big Daddy should be in because he didn't get his doll.
Okay, that's right.
And Jay is in.
All right. So these are all allegedly haunted.
We can't promise, we can't confirm, we can't deny. We don't know the backstories of these items. So just so you know, It's hard to say. What's the catch? Mike Castro wants to know what the catch is. You know what? For me, the catch is there is no catch. This is about having conversations.
The catch for Castro is he's taking me to dinner.
Why?
What?
Why is he taking you to dinner?
He just owes me a dinner.
Oh, Candy's in as well. To me, there is really no catch. For me, this is really about getting people to talk and have experiences and share like that. I really can't. We know dick all about these dolls. We don't know anything about them. So we
take zero responsibility for any whacked out shit that happens to you. It's on you. Period.
Well, I think this is a really good look into, again, what is our interest? And maybe write about that in a journal. Like, what is your interest in this? Why are you interested to understand? Have you had experiences in the past? What's your initial vibe? Maybe when you get this item, maybe sit down and write because a lot of times, right, our initial feeling, our first thoughts sort of are the best ones. So I think it's best to write those down right away. Mine is terrorizing the convent, right? No kidding. Yeah. So, I mean, how are we gonna, so are we just gonna we got 4 people though.
How do we have 4 people? Who's in?
Well, Candy wants in, Jay wants in, Big Daddy and Carrie.
Fucker.
But Candy, if you're going to send one to Rock Island, take me out. Okay, we'll send one to Rock Island. That one will be,
I got enough. We'll take care of Candy.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got Carrie, Big Daddy, and Jay.
This is box A.
Okay.
Okay. There is a doll in here right now.
Vibe it out, people. Vibe it out. This is box number 1.
Okay, 1. A1. Let's call it A1.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna.
Oh no! If you weren't listening, Aaron.
Yeah.
He was gone. He's sorry. Hey, Kim. How you doing, sweetheart? This is box number B, letter B.
B2.
Isn't the box so cute? I don't know if, I don't think, so Kim, just so you know, Danny teaches, or so everybody else knows, at our Making Sense of Your Senses, Danny does psychometry, and she always has really good results with everybody that participates. She's not interested in learning any more about any of these dolls. So she's out. So no, I don't know that anybody's really.
She should be. I don't think she should fuck with them. Okay. So that's box B.
Okay. Me too.
Fancy. Yeah. So did Iran. That's not nice. That's not nice. Okay.
I know. Aren't those boxes the most adorable thing you've ever seen?
Okay, now this is box 3C3.
Hey, Thomas.
Okay, so this is box C.
Okay.
All right, so all 3 of those dolls, which you did not see. I didn't put the long nose looking.
Okay.
So this was a special one. So Carrie is picking 3.
Oh, she's loving 3C. She's going for it. 3C is looking nice. Carrie, are you locked into that box? Are you feeling that box? Is it calling to so you pick something else? Something off in B. Ooh.
So does that mean you want it? Go away thing.
Jay saying B1. You mean B2?
That's not correct, Jay.
All right, Carrie's saying 3. She wants the third box.
Carrie gets 3. Jay gets B. Right? Where's Andy?
Andy, Big Daddy Andy. I'm feeling A1 or 3C. Nothing from B. All right. Well, I think everybody picked their box.
So you're getting A.
Okay.
So Big Daddy Andy.
Oh, this is kind of cool. I'm super excited about this experiment.
I do not. I don't love this one, and I don't know why.
Big
He's
Daddy.
porcelain, got crazy ass eyes.
Yeah. Oh, look at number B. That's what I said. Okay,
So
well,
this is Big Daddy Andy. I'm gonna.
this is very interesting because off the bat, everybody, a lot of people have issues with clowns, right? They just don't like them. How do you get a bad feeling, Rob? You just don't
I just don't. I don't know what I
love the
don't.
whole
There's just.
vibe?
I'm just like not a fan of it.
Okay.
All right, B. Who had B? Jay?
That was Jay.
Yeah, Aaron, you're on the next round. Believe me, we're gonna have one more round of this one day. Not today. Here comes Aaron.
Oh no.
Some other creep show freaking clown.
That's for Jay.
I mean Jay. I'm sorry, Jay. Yeah, this is like.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't love him.
Well, he clearly doesn't love you.
Oh, but look how adorable. Okay. Okay.
Got it.
Hey,
And
Faye.
Carrie. This is the one I wanted to get rid of.
Carrie, are you ready? Carrie, you can deny if you need to deny this because he just said that. It's okay.
You can.
Oh no.
You can decline after I show this to you.
Okay.
Look, I know zero shit. I know nothing about these.
Yeah.
I just know aesthetically.
Yeah. Carrie. How are you feeling, Carrie? What are we thinking? That's just wrong. And where was this doll? Oh, you don't know anything.
I don't know shit.
Does it look like, okay, stop. Can you tell me this? Does that look like it was purposefully painted?
I can't. It doesn't smell burnt or anything. I don't know, Sarah. I have no idea. But this doesn't look like paint to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, was it outside for a long time? Wow. Oh, those eyes. Okay. Well, I hope, and Candy, we're going to set up Rock Island with, I love your idea. I think that's such an amazing idea. And again, this is what this is supposed to, this whole idea, the field, I think it's turned into everybody knows and nobody knows. And I think it's these kind of moments where we get to sort of, I don't know, explore and expand on something. It's poop. I hope not. I do the one in Mexico, Aaron, right? Like that is so crazy. Actually, Rob now has pink eye.
What I do?
Now you have pink eye, Mike said.
Oh God.
But I think this is such an important conversation. This is not, we don't make any promises. We don't know anything about these dolls. We can't confirm or deny if they're haunted, what their story is. What we do know is people have a deep interest in haunted items. And this is where people jump in and sort of offer what they feel, what they see, what they sense. And I think there's no better way to have a conversation than, we know they were dropped off to Rob because the owner did not want them in their new home. So here's an opportunity to sort of give them to people who, again, now we have never known what these things are about. Now we're handing them to you and you can share with us what you're getting.
Yeah. So Andy, I have his address. Carrie, you're going to have to send one of us your shipping address. Actually, you bought a shirt. I have it, I believe. And then Jay, we need yours as well. So there you go. Congratulations. Okay, there's 3 more out of the house.
B was still worse than C, just a dirty cabbage patch. That's not a cabbage patch, but I agree. Like, see, here's the thing too. And when you get these items, like, do you guys care if we send you some questions maybe to answer? Just, because I'd be curious, like as soon as you open or when the box arrives, Before you open, how do you feel? When you open the box, how do you feel? When you touch them, try some psychometry. What do you get? Do these items speak to you? Why did Rob choose those 3 for you 3?
I don't know. I just realized the one we're gonna ship to Rock Island too.
Ooh.
I'll show you.
Okay, we're excited. We're so excited to see. This is where people and too maybe share. I see if you're still on. Maybe share when you have those moments that make you question what could be happening. What do you do for protection or I don't know, maybe to calm your nerves. Oh, like I feel. What I feel like he's called? Mr. Jangles. Mr. Bojangles. That's kind of what he looks like. What do you think, Candy? Should we give him to Rock Island? I don't like that one at all. And I'm not even weird about clowns. Like, I don't give a shit about clowns. Oh, and he's got a rosary.
It's supposed to not be a good one.
Oh, okay. If you're okay with that, Candy, we'll send that on to Rock Island and you can put him by a camera. I would be curious. But I am. I'm always curious, like what, and then if you haven't watched Chris's documentary, you should go on there and watch it because there is something in the documentary where, although he was raised Catholic, he's not a religious person now, and he hadn't really participated since he was a kid. And when he was really struggling, he went right to his Catholic prayers and he was remembering them. So I would be curious when you're handling these items, set your intention. Everybody says that, set your intention. Maybe you don't need an intention at all. Maybe to understand, like my intention is I am open to see what you are and who you are, or what you need. Why do you feel the need to make yourself known in this world? I'm just so curious. Rupert, I love that name too. I'm so curious. Are you happy to get rid of those, Rob?
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah. He's done. All right. Well, congratulations and thanks. See, this is the fun part of paranormal. This is it. This is the interesting aspects that we,
There's so many more.
Yeah, we can do this again. So
there's so many more.
When are you thinking of? I can't stop looking at. I can't believe I did this.
I'm very proud of you.
I did that. Like when should they get these?
I'll ship them out. Well, tomorrow's a holiday, so I'll ship them out.
It is?
Isn't tomorrow July 4th?
No, Friday is.
Oh, then I'll ship them out tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck do I know?
I really would, and we'll give you a couple weeks with them, but we would love for you to, Rupert the Rock Island Roadhouse Clown. Oh my God, I love that. And Candy, you did have last year, one of your rooms, was it not sort of a carnival / circus vibe? I love that. Rupert, I love that. Yeah, this is interesting to me. And I think people's fascination with them it's very interesting to me. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just getting hit up with messages. Yeah, I am fine. Yeah, there's plenty of these. Mm-hmm. We also do have, there's some weird shit in there.
What?
I'll grab this box.
Do we need to have everybody sign a waiver? A Get Haunted waiver?
Might have to.
Yeah. Oh, I just saw what you wrote as your title, you jackass.
There's also a weird batch of like serial killer stuff, which I have downstairs. Like
see, look at you picked the perfect toy, Rob, because I forgot that they would have the yearly circus.
I have no idea. Some allegedly haunted photos.
Damien, you'd be surprised. Yeah, it's probably really needed. Not because we don't trust these 3 people, but Oh, I want to share something since you're showing those pictures.
Mhm.
So, my house is almost 100 years old, like many people's homes. It's whatever. And in the guest room, when my sister was here, we were screwing around in there, and there was some like a custom bookcase built in there with these little doors at the bottom. And I've never, in the 14 years I've lived here, I've never looked in those particular cupboards. I didn't think there was anything in there. But people who have slept back there have often told me they've heard things, and and both my girls have claimed that they have had experiences in their rooms that is connected to that room. So as my sister and I were messing around, I opened up these little tiny doors, and there was a stack of paperwork. So I pulled it out, and we're looking, and I do know who owned the home before us. What is that? Ted Bundy? What? I don't want to know what's in there.
I have no idea.
What is weed? What? What is that supposed to be?
It's like
Hey,
dirt,
Chris.
maybe from his something.
I don't know.
And this is, I would assume, is John Wayne Gacy dirt.
I
Yeah,
wonder, like, is it supposed to be from? I wonder what though. I'm going to do that. I see.
we already talked about you, Chris,
Yeah.
and all the havoc you're creating for me. I don't know what this is. Kind of hypodermic. Anyway, keep talking. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay. Hey, Mike. So Icy now wants the serial killer
I'll go get him while you tell
Icy. I think Icy. I'm like,
This is weird.
I know, like, Icy, you're all so sweet and just, I just want to hug and kiss you all the time. And she's like, give me that serial killer stuff. Anyways, as I was looking through the paperwork, it was like maps and travel things. And I know the person that owned the home before me, she was a big traveler. She was actually Dutch. And so going through the paperwork, I see they had gone to Singapore, Spain, and Paris. And so a lot of this stuff is old. And then at the very bottom, there is, like, back in the day when you'd have to go get your pictures done, and they give you the little bag where you get your pictures when you'd have to have them printed. And there are four pictures of very old pictures. I'm assuming family. Were they who was haunting the room? Because I don't know. It's like a man and a woman, a gentleman in the service who does look like he's from Singapore, and one more picture, and I can't remember who that picture was, but it was the craziest find after all these years. And I can't believe they just forgot it. They just left him there. They're like, hey, you forgot me. Made me a little sad. Are you okay?
I'm just learning about it too, folks. And she tells me it's like the blood from this guy, Nico Clark.
Is that his story on the back?
Yeah. You're not asking me to read it, are you?
No, I just didn't know if it was like, does it explain who he is? I've never heard that name before, so.
22. I think they call him the Vampire of Paris. I forget how many people. Chris has looked at this stuff too. Some weird Dahmer shit. I don't know what it looks like, a book and whatever. This is a drawing from Haddon J. Clark. I forget how many people this guy killed, but killed a bunch.
Ooh.
I think he was the cannibal. You all right?
Yeah.
This is this guy's hair. Douglas Clark.
Wow. That was mine, Damien.
What's the name? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Haddon. Haddenj Clark. It looks like Clark. Clark. Place the thumb of the L hand at the mouth. I don't know I don't know any of this shit. And then there's a letter here from Arthur Shawcross, who was also a murderer, serial killer, to, I guess, one of his fans. And there's all handwritten notes and weird shit that he, like some Harry Potter book he took out of the prison. I don't know, man. This ain't my gig.
Yeah.
But this was all part of it, right? So who knows what the hell?
So that's what's interesting too, because it's not like this stuff was kept separate from each other. So you've got dolls with serial killers memorabilia, right? And then his drawings gives hints to victims. No idea how many there are. Oh. But how do you know that some of the energy on something from the serial killer jumps to, a doll? We cannot talk in absolutes when it comes to paranormal, right? Are you okay?
Who?
You.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I feel like you're a little different since you handled those items.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. Well, folks, so just give us a verbal confirmation that you are good for us to send those items directly to you. Aaron said he would help you write up a legal document.
Yeah, we cannot be held responsible for any stupid shit that happens to you or your household. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, do we have any other we just
Oh, Courtney, can you bring up Courtney's page, or you want me to do it? I can do.
Yeah, why don't you do it?
So, Trinity Paranormal Investigations of Long Island. They're just about at 5,000 followers, just about. And they need your help. They need your help.
Aaron.
5,000. Yeah, it is Wednesday.
Good job, Ryan.
Good job, Ryan. We're going to give you 1 star.
Do you remember when your kid was in kindergarten and they would have to be they would be asked once, however often they'd go up and they'd be like, today is Wednesday, here's the date, and here's the weather for the day.
Yeah.
What's odd? Patty cake.
It's patty cake. Okay.
Yeah, I love patty cake. In Scotland, they have patty cake.
Patty cake.
Hey, Jason, there he is from Elements of the Unknown right here.
McGray.
Ryan it's Wednesday. Yay. Good. Jay gave us his. And yes, the immediate feeling on B2 was anxiety. Interesting, Jay. I love this. This is so interesting. If we need Chris Smith to deliver the items.
Yeah, Chris, get your brakes fixed.
Yeah. Carrie's all in. Carrie's good.
I have your address, Carrie. If you ordered a shirt.
She did. She's the one that showed me yours.
And you got it, then I have the right address.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She do, and you do. All right. Well, yeah. So let's help Trinity Paranormal, please, please, please. That would be great. Hey, Sparky. Hello. I want Chris to deliver it. Damien, July 4th, am on Kent's show. Be nice, y'all. Drop in and say hi. Well, we will. We will say hello to you. Absolutely, Damien. Absolutely. Yeah, it's okay, Jason. Everybody's got a life, and you are doing yours. That is okay. We were just popping on
to go eat some more snacks you gave me.
That's right. We were talking about
hickory sticks. Do we not have hickory sticks here in the U.S.?
We do, but they're just beef sticks, right? We call them something a little different, I think. Did you always call them hickory sticks?
I don't know. I've never seen them, but I want them. Julien's.
What?
Hickory.
What?
I can get them off Amazon.
Let's see.
I'm going to have more of those.
See, I just know like when I was in Canada, I would you go to the Canadian Tire and I was always confused at the candy aisle because none of their candy looks like our candy.
No.
So
We talked about that in the car. Jason was explaining, I forget the exact candy he brought up, but it's different.
yeah, it's you know, and you being in Pennsylvania, you're like Candy Central with Hershey.
I showed him the Peeps factory. We got the Peeps factory right
I
here.
love the Peeps factory. I don't like Peeps, but I love the Peeps factory. It makes me happy.
Drove right by it.
Yeah. Yeah, the candy is just very different in Canada. It just, and no offense, Jason, please don't take offense. I have a little bit of history with Canada, but I always felt like when I go to Canadian Tire, right? It's like the Bueno candy or the what is that one candy? Not Bueno. What is the one that I see all the time? It just looked wrong. It just is like, I can't, if it doesn't look like Hershey's, it's like, it's hard to accept.
Yeah. It was Smarties versus Rockets, which I don't know what the hell a rocket is, but he explained it.
Yeah. I only would get the crisp. There's one candy bar I would get and it was like the Rice Krispie and it was like a Nestle Crunch, but it wasn't a Nestle Crunch.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know I did have one of the Tim Hortons.
Ooh, the bars.
Cream thing. Yeah, the bar. That was very, very good. I killed the hickory sticks. Now next start will be the ketchup
potato chips. Yeah. Yeah, he was like, Jason brought me these ketchup potato chips. I'm like, yep. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy. He'll enjoy them.
Yeah.
Why do we freak out with potato chips and ketchup, but we don't freak out with French fries and ketchup? It's weird.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know. So I'm gonna snack a little bit this afternoon while I get some things done.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got more work to do. So congratulations to the new owners of 3 items that we cannot confirm or deny are haunted. But we do look forward to your conversations, to hear your voices and your experiences, and what you can offer people when it comes to the interest and the happenings of said items. So there's your mag tooth, Damien.
Such a shame. If this was a full tooth, oof, that's a beast. Normally they come in. They come in 4 or 5 inches, but this one's a big one, So like there's your comparison. Now this is a nice tooth as well, but I mean this one's good, but I got the big 7-incher. You know what I mean? So, but this one, this one, even though it's shorter, it's nice quality. Look at this.
It's great quality.
Great quality.
I don't know. Sparky just said, hey, 3 inches is a lot.
I mean, normally it is. I mean, right here, this is just to give you a comparison. This is a white shark tooth. Okay. Great white tooth right there. And this is a megalodon tooth. Okay.
And they're all normal. Everybody's different and special in their own way.
That's right. See, but this one you could do much more damage with the big one. Right. The little one's great. You just, you can't really tear into things as much.
Is it how it's used or is it the size? I don't know.
Look, there's just no. Once you go Meg,
nope.
The white shark tooth is not scary.
No.
All right, we'll be done with that whole conversation.
All right. Well, with that, folks, it's how it's used. That's right, Sparky. It is. It's how it's used. So, with that, my friends, congratulations to the three of you that are going to be joining Icy on a new adventure with some items. Obviously, it's bigger.
Stop, James.
I almost just put that one up because I didn't read the whole sentence.
Can't.
So yes, with that, congratulations. I look forward to hearing the conversations. We'll have some conversations going on the network page so everybody can participate alongside you. It's okay, James. And with that, have an amazing week. Next week, I don't know, are you going to have a guest? Are you going to have a guest co-host next Wednesday?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? You really think you're going to do show while you're in the hospital?
Yeah, I'm going to be fine and home. I just won't be show ready.
I'll think about it, but there probably will be no show.
All right. So we might not have, well, I won't be here next Wednesday. But maybe you'll have a guest host. Maybe you'll want some.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll have your
Fun.
doctor on.
He's
I'll have
going to
your
be
heart surgeon on. I'll be like, so you found a heart. There's one. He's like, yeah, it's like
small
and
black and hardened. It's like,
yeah, there'll probably be no show. But
yeah.
we'll see.
Hey, Russell. All right. Well, see, Damien will help you. Maybe just have a fun little conversation.
All right. We'll figure it out. I can't. That's a lot. That's a lot for me.
Okay. Well, we'll see. But
right now.
I also wanted to say thank you. I meant to do this at the beginning of the show, but I did want to say thank you personally to each and every one of you that wished me a happy birthday. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Thank you to Rob for writing such lovely posts that he likes to make me cry. He wants to try to make me cry. But thank you everybody that jumped on and wished me a happy birthday. I appreciate it very much. This is 54, menopause. And but thank you, Big Daddy Andy. I'm getting fixed up and I'll be ready to roll after next Wednesday, I think. So thank you for everybody's well wishes, birthday wishes, and love and support. I appreciate it very much. So with that, we see you, we do, and we appreciate you. And we certainly love you. So thank you for being the good in the community. Thank you for being community. And thank you for the conversations that you guys participate, start, and join in and expand. We truly do appreciate that because that is really, truly what the paranormal is all about. So with that, have a fantastic rest of your week for our American friends. Happy 4th of July. If you're out there having a party, getting together with family, whatever it is you're doing, please be smart. Please be safe.
Yeah, don't blow yourself up. I've been seeing the videos and it's.
Have you seen the x-rays where people's fingers are all
I've
mangled?
seen that too. There was one video. It was just, please be smart.
Be smart, be safe, no drinking and driving. Always call someone to help you recover nicely over the weekend. And next week, we'll be back at it with each and every one of you. But until then, we have a couple days here of work we have to do before Friday comes along. So you guys have a great day, great afternoon, and we will catch you later. Bye.